Hello YouTube, my name is Nero and welcome back to some Hearthstone. The Whispers of the Old Gods has revitalized my love for this game to some extent. I've been playing it a lot more as of late. Now, I'm not a very good player, as you guys know. I'm only ranked 14. The highest I've ever gotten, I think, is rank 12. Maybe rank 11 if I was feeling good that day, but I don't think I ever got to 11. I think 12 was probably the highest I've ever been. But I've been having a lot of fun playing this new version of a Control Warrior, of course, in the standard set. Now, of course, standard means you can only use cards that are from the classic set, the basic set, and of course the past 2 years, which basically took goblins versus gnomes and Naxxramas and reward cards, which reward cards would be Captain's Pair, Old Murk-Eye, and Elite Tauren Chieftain, and made it so you couldn't use any of those cards. So it's kind of fun. It makes it so old goblins versus gnomes cards like Dr. Boom and Sludge Belcher and Mad Scientist and stuff like that, you just don't see them anymore, which is really cool. And so as a result, I had to rework the old Control Warrior deck, and I've put this together, and I like it. I've been having a lot of fun with it so far, and I figured I would record some live games with it. Then typically when I do well with it, and then I decide, hey, let's record some of this, I typically start doing terrible, so just bear that in mind. What makes this deck good is legendaries, ladies and gentlemen. Lots and lots of legendaries. The Control Warrior is otherwise known as the free-to-play warrior because it's, it costs a lot of money usually to be able to put together a good Control Warrior deck because it usually involves having a lot of high-cost legendary cards. So, of course, I got 2 Execute, standard in most warrior decks that I run. I have 2 Shield Slams here, 1 gold and 1 not. I wish I had another golden one. That'd be nice. 2 Fiery War Axes, very, very standard. And, of course, Death's Bite is now gone because it was something that we saw, of course, with Goblins versus Gnomes, so no more Death's Bite. No, it wasn't Goblins versus Gnomes, I'm sorry, it was Naxxramas. Of course it was Naxxramas. So we don't have Death's Bite anymore, but we're going to be working around that later on here down the list. So we have 2 Armor Smiths, 2 Cruel Taskmasters, 2 Bashes, 2 Shield Blocks, 2 Fierce Monkeys, believe it or not. I like the Fierce Monkey. I like the Fierce Monkey a lot. This 3/4 with Taunt, for 3, it's a good card, believe it or not. I find it works out well for me in a lot of situations. Some pros will probably say, no, that's a horrible card, but for me, I like it. It's worked in a lot of situations for me so far. So 2 of those Fierce Monkeys in there. 2 of the new Bloodhoof Brave. I actually crafted 2 gold ones because I like this card so much. It's a very good card, and it really slows down any kind of aggro deck whatsoever. 2 6 for 4, and if you hit it, it's going to get +3 attack. It's an annoying card to have to work around. It's a lot of health for only 4 mana, so that's pretty good. 2 Kor'kron Elites. Now, this is something that I used to run in super old school Control Warrior decks, and I kind of brought it back. I like the Kor'kron Elite. I like the 4/3 with charge. It works out well for me in a lot of situations, so I keep it. This is a card I recently just added. I've been reworking with it a little bit here. I added a Spellbreaker, so this deck does have some silence. Now, previous to that, I actually had a Yeti in here. I actually used to run 2 Shogun Yetis, which again was super old school. We're going back to the original Control Warrior style deck. But I didn't have a Brawl. And I had 2 Shogun Yetis. And so I'm like, okay, so I'm going to get one, I'm going to remove both Yetis, I'm going to get a Brawl, and I added this just for a bit of silence, although I may swap it back out for a Yeti or something else at a later date. And now we get into the legendaries. Harrison Jones, great legendary, especially when people are using weapons. It's a good card in general. If your opponent's not using weapons, then just treat it as a normal 5/4 for 5, which isn't very good, but if you're facing an opponent that is using a weapon, then it's going to be pretty good. Emperor Thorson is just amazing, of course. We have Justicar Trueheart, amazingly good. Very, very nice. Makes it so my hero power gives me 4 armor instead of 2. Kind of awesome. Sylvanas Windrunner, because she's annoying to play around. Malkarok, the new warrior legendary here with the Whispers of the Old Gods set. Now, this is actually a fun card. It's a 6/5 for 7, which you would think would be terrible, but it also gives you a random weapon. I like the card a lot. I think a lot of people say it's kind of a bad legendary, but I have a lot of fun with it, and therefore I want to use it. Grom Hellscream, Ragnaros the Fire Lord, and of course Ysera. These are some I don't know, Ragnaros is definitely a lot better now after the standard versus wild thing has been set up, but it's just a good card in general. Then of course you also have Ysera in there. Ysera's always been great in Control Warrior decks. Now you could try to put in an Alexstrasza or something like that, but I figured, hey, I like my deck the way it is. I've actually been doing pretty well with it. I'm up to rank 14 so far. And what did it say? I have 429 wins as a warrior. Very happy about that, man. Getting closer to 500. That's what's kind of keeping me motivated as well. New expansion, so people are playing different decks and whatnot. This is probably a Cthulhu Priest or Dragon. And then I'm also trying to get up to 500 wins at the same time. So there's a lot of things keeping me interested in the game right now. Now, Malkarok, while I love you, I don't want you right away. Honestly, I'm gonna get rid of everything but the Bash, I think. I think that makes the most sense. I like to have some sort of a start, and you know these guys here aren't helping very much. Best case scenario, I tried to get out the Fierce Monkeys early. Fiery War Axe is pretty nice. I'm not going to coin into that because that'd be silly. But the best case scenario for me is you get like the Armor Smith out early. Ooh. We got a Museum Curator here. I'm not sure what kind of deck this is. Again, I haven't been playing a lot of Hearthstone over the past couple of months, so I'm just now getting back into it. I'm trying to catch up. But then again, the meta has shifted so much because of the entire implementation of Standard versus Wild. So now what do we do here? Do I just whack that thing dead, or do I... I think we whack it dead, and the reason why I think we whack it dead is I think it'll make it so he'd be more timid to actually put out something next turn. He's not going to want to drop like what is his name, Northshire Cleric or anything like that. Like I just think he's just all right. He's got it's Cthulhu Priest. Most people are running Cthulhu decks right now. I honestly haven't put one together yet, just because everybody else is running Cthulhu. I'm like, well, I don't need to do that now. This seems really horrible. Using Bash here could Bash plus Axe to take out this 3-drop. That just seems like a lot of work to take out a 3-drop. I'm thinking of coining into a Kor'kron Elite and just killing the thing, although it might actually be worth my while just to coin into the Bloodhoof Brave. So I think I'm going to do that. And the idea is he's not going to want to attack the Bloodhoof Brave. If not, knowing Priests, he's probably just going to use like a Shadow Word Pain on it or something like that just to kill it off easily. Because priests can do that, and they're annoying in that respect. That's why I hate priests. I don't think I've ever actually gotten a ranked win as a priest, but I just know that I hate playing against them because a lot of decks that they run are built around this idea of I have a bazillion ways to remove everything you put out there without actually ever doing anything, which I hate that style of play. Mages do it a lot too. They just have a lot of spells that they use to remove stuff. There's your Northshire Cleric. He's gonna pop it. He's gonna heal him. Interesting. Well done, sir. That really messes with my plan. It really messes with my plan. So I could trade the Bloodhoof in there, and then, yeah, I think the idea here is to trade the Bloodhoof into the little gnome there, and then axe down the Northshire Cleric, and then put something of my own on the board. That something could be a Kor'kron Elite. So that sounds good to me. So let's just do it that way. For the War Chief, for Hellscream. Plus, I've ranked. I'm level 60 with the Warriors, so a lot of the Warrior cards like Kor'kron Elite and stuff, I get golden ones. So that's kind of nice. I'm thinking about crafting. I have a lot of dust, because you guys will know, like since they nerfed a bunch of cards, they made it so you can actually disenchant those cards for a pretty good amount. And as a result, I disenchanted a bunch of stuff I don't use, like arcane golems and cards like that. I think this is a perfect time to drop a silence. And we're gonna keep on going phase because we don't need to trade. Yeah, what else did they nerf? It was Knife Juggler, but I kept those. Arcane Golem. A couple of Druid cards, like for the combo Druid that were nerfed. I don't even play Druid anyway, so I just disenchanted them while I could because it gives you a lot of extra dust. And so now I have a bunch of dust. I could craft legendaries and stuff. Then another part of me is like, I should maybe craft cards I don't have. But then another part of me is like, Golden Armor Smiths. What if I get 500 wins and I get a Golden Warrior? It would be kind of cool to have a all Golden Warrior deck. But then again, I would have to have Golden Legendaries for that to really work. So, I have no idea. We're just going to keep on going phase because we don't need to trade. And armoring up. I've found a lot of success with this deck so far. Now, I don't know exactly how good it is because the people that I'm facing, a lot of them are using Cthulhu decks. Like, a lot of people are just... the expansion is new, and there's not a lot of well-known awesome decks out there, I don't think. What is this? Whenever a character is healed, give Cthulhu +1/+1, whatever it is. Okay. Fair enough. It's got 6. It's got 6 health, which is kind of scary. And the 3 attack also hurts me a lot. But what I think we're just going to do is we're going to bash it, get my armor, and then we're going to take a swing here. And because of the armor I got, I essentially am no worse for wear, which is pretty nice. And then... I feel like I'm overextending here, but we're just going to go for it. We're just going to go for it. We're going to buff him up, get a little bit of armor as a result, and we're going to rush down this priest. Well, I've noticed a lot of these Cthulhu decks, they don't typically have too much removal. They're really all about the idea of, I want to get Cthulhu out there. Wildcat was streaming the one day, and it's like, it's the simplest deck to put together. That's a deck everyone puts. They literally just type in Cthulhu and add anything that has Cthulhu on it. Like, that's what they do. So, He does have some heals here. How much damage do I have on the board? I have 11. I have 13 damage on board. Just Scar True Heart's not going to help. Oh, darn it. I have 13 damage. He's really relying on the fact that I can't do 1 damage. Okay, so I can put out Rag. Wait a minute. Do I have lethal with Rag? Hold on here. We got to do math in my head here, guys, because I'm not... Oh, yeah, I have lethal. Okay, easy enough. So I have you, hit you, and you, hit you. And then, by fire, be purged. Yeah. I'm outthinking myself here, man. There's a lethal puzzle there. And I don't think this is an actual thing, but I think it'd be cool if this was a thing. You occasionally see it, I suppose, in like the Hearthstone subreddit, but I like lethal puzzles. Like, somebody will just show you a screenshot of like their hand and like things that are on the board and whatnot, and like, you know, find the lethal. There is lethal here, but it's not very obvious. You have to kind of figure that out. I like that. I like that a lot. I mean, to some people that was probably very obvious, but for me, it's like, wait a minute, I didn't see it. So, yeah, let's just keep on playing. That's 430 wins. I'm 70 wins away, guys. I'm actually really excited for a Golden Warrior. That sounds a lot of fun. I do want to try out, I have some ideas for other decks, mainly Revolving Warrior, because I like Warrior a lot. I'm thinking of a more aggro-heavy Warrior deck. Ooh, Golden Paladin. I'm thinking of a more aggro-heavy Warrior deck. I want to keep the Wind Axe, obviously, just in case. It's good for so much. We don't have to deal with any more of those, what is the name of that card? The, Protected Mini Shield? No, something Mini Bot, right? The little 2/2 with Divine Shield. That card was so annoying. We don't have to deal with those anymore, because I always say Goblins versus Gnomes card. Alright, he's got nothing for turn 1. Well, I'm going to Axe. This is something I never used to do. Typically, in that situation, I would always armor up. But I like using the Axe because, 1, I have it out already, so I don't have to spend mana on it the next turn. But 2, I have it there, and it scares him. Like, he doesn't want to put out anything. Like, what's he going to do? Put out little 1/1 weenies? Like, I'm not afraid of your Silver Hand Knights, your little recruits. I'm not afraid of them. I do like the Golden Paladin a bunch. I think Golden Garrosh, though, in my opinion, looks the best of all of them out there. So, alright, so we got ourselves a Taskmaster. We're just going to go with the Bloodhoof Brave. It's a lot of damage, man. Even if he Blessing of Kings, he would have to Blessing of Kings and then sacrifice both of his little weenies there to be able to take him out. Like, you know, big 2/6 with Taunt and a +3 attack if anyone hits him. It's a good card, I think. I hate this card. Cthulhu's Chosen is actually a really rough card to play around. It really is. It really, really is. Ooh, we've got ourselves a Silence, but do I want to silence that Divine Shield? It's so hard to get around that. It's a 4 attack with Divine Shield, so you can't just easily pop it and kill it. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to Cruel Taskmaster the thing, and then I'm going to Axe it down, because I don't want to have to deal with it. I don't want to have to deal with that. I want to keep my Bloodhoof Brave alive. And I am going to pop this. There we go, just so I get that +5 attack. And I'm not going to waste a Shield Slam on a recruit. That would make me insane. But yeah, I like this card a lot, Golden. It looks really cool. Can I get a bigger screen look of it here? Yeah, I think it's a little bit bigger. It's a cool looking Golden card. Corrupted Healbot. I don't even know what this does. Death Rattle. Restore 8 health to the enemy hero. And he's going to Humility me. All right, Humility and trade. Fair enough. Oh, wait. Did he forget to trade? Wait, no. I'm an idiot. It drops him down 1/1 attack, not health. I'm thinking of the other one. I'm so sorry, guys. This is why I'm bad at Hearthstone. Okay. All right, so that guy's got a nice Death Rattle on him. What I could do is just armor up, Shield Slam, and then Axe him, and then get all my health back. Yeah, we'll do that. Armor up, and Shield Slam, and big Axe. There we are. Then we trade. Then since I only have like 1 health anyway, I'll just go ahead and, you know, pick away with this guy. Or 1 attack anyway. I'm just going to keep picking off his little guys. What is this? Give your Cthulhu +2/+2. Okay, it's just a big scary. See, this guy just literally put like anything that has the word Cthulhu on it. And then threw it all into a deck. So, would it be worth to get out the Emperor right now and kind of bank that he doesn't have a way to remove the Emperor right away? If not, I could send the Kor'kron in. Kor'kron plus my little 2-drop there could kill him off. He's got 6 cards in his hand. I'm trying to think of like what a Paladin can do though. Like drop my health to 1, like Equality Consecrate maybe? I don't know. He could do that. He could do that. Yeah, okay, yeah, so let's, wait. Did they have equality still? Probably. I don't know, guys. We're just gonna go. We're just gonna go with that. It works. I mean, he has 6 drop. What was this? What did we kill? We killed a 6 drop with 6 mana worth of creatures. Okay, so now we've got this fella here. That brawl is not what I was hoping for. I was really, really hoping for a shield block. That would have been fantastic. Well, I think right now the best thing for us to do is drop the Emperor and hope that he doesn't have a way to kill him. Even if he does, you know, he has to spend his turn killing off Emperor rather than, you know, doing anything else. Now, of course, he's going to make all these guys cost 1 less. You know, Grom's now a 7 drop. Ysera is an 8. I can drop Grom and a Spellbreaker in the same turn if I wanted to. I have a free Shield Slam, a 4 drop Brawl. You know, I like it. So he's going to consecrate. Why would he consecrate first? Ah, Khatoon! Khatoon! I love that card. It's a little Pandaren. Khatoon! Khatoon! Alright, I don't have a lot of good answers, unfortunately. It just seems like such a waste to have to Shield Slam a 1-drop, but that's what I am going to do. And then we're going to get Ysera on the board, I think. Do we Ysera here? Or do we buy Fire Be Purged? Let's Ysera. It's so rare that you can get Ysera out like for free like this. So, we'll take it. We got a Dream, which is arguably, in my opinion, the worst card. Although it might come in handy. I like Ysera Awakens, obviously, a lot more. So he's probably just going to... He's going to silence me. I'm still a 4/12. Haha, sucker. He has a Peacekeeper in his deck, but that was to be expected. That didn't really teach me much. But he knows about my monkey. He's going to see the monkey plays coming. I'm not a big fan of that, man. Not a fan. Alright. Now what can... I could Dream Ysera back into my hand. I could attack you. I could kill someone with Ysera, Dream her back into my hand, then put her back out there. I think we do that because that just sounds funny. So we're going to kill you. Yeah. Ysera, come on back. Come on back there. Yes. And new Ysera. Yay, Emerald Drake. All right. I want Ysera Awakens. That's my favorite card to get out of Ysera. If you don't know what it is, it's a dream card. Ooh, Cthulhu's out. Too bad. Really? Ah, yay. No dead Ysera. Well, now dead Ysera, but Ysera Awakens, it's a spell. I don't remember what it costs, but it does 5 damage to all characters that aren't Ysera. So it's pretty sick in that respect. So... I have my execute, but I have no way of triggering the execute. I could silence Cthulhu back to a 6/6. Yeah. Well, then that leaves me... Then what's my follow-up to that? What's my follow-up to silencing it? I could shield block and hope for some sort of enrager. I have 10 mana. That's going to work out. All right, so we're going to go shield block first. I got Justicar. That's not what I wanted whatsoever. So we are going to silence you. And then I could put out the Emerald Drake, which he's probably going to have to trade his 6/6 into. So we'll do it that way. The goal is to make a safer board for Grommash and Ragnaros to come out on. Now I do have Justicar still. So, oh, the Twilight Elder. None of this stuff actually works on Cthulhu. Okay, so right now... He's getting a little, getting a bit of a board there, and so I'm thinking a brawl might be in store for us here. We got Harrison, but right now Harrison isn't useful. I could execute down. Let's see here. If I execute down the Cthulhu, I could then Raggy, but then Rag seems silly. I think a brawl is the right decision here. Yeah. I feel like a Brawl plus a Justicar after the Brawl would probably be pretty great. Save Harrison when he puts out his True Silver Champion. And if for some reason Cthulhu lives, we execute it. Okay. That sounds right in my head. Alright, Cthulhu's down. Ha! Nothing but the 1/1 left. That's beautiful. Now we get out Justicar. Because it's safe. Just a little 1-1 down there. That was like the perfect brawl. And I hate to be the guy that's like, oh yeah, but really, I always seem to win my brawls. I always seem to do very well when it comes to brawl. It's insane. All right, so he's going to start trying to go face, I think. Well, now I gotta wonder, like, see, that 4-2 with Divine Shield, such an annoying little bugger to get around, really is. I could put out an Armor Smith. I could also put out Grom. But people try to use Grom as a big finisher, but would it be better to just go on the offensive, take Grom out, and go right face, do 10 damage this turn, drop him down to 16 health, and then have, you know, a 4-9 Grom on the board? He's going to have to either silence or drop down to 1 attack, or he's going to have to do something with it, right? I don't know what would be best. I say we go on the offensive. It might be the wrong decision, but we're going to go on the offensive. We're going to grab 4 armor really quick, and we're just going to rush him down here a little bit, I think. He's probably going to have to use some sort of removal on Grom, which, remember, I still have Rag. I still have Malkarok coming later. Ooh. All right, well, it's a good thing I still have that Execute, huh? I need a trigger, though. I need something to actually trigger the Execute. Ah, look at him. He's completely just, like, he's going, like, Cthulhu face here. His Cthulhu's done, so he doesn't really have a strategy. Perfect! I needed this card. I really needed it, and I got it. So we're gonna damage that. We're gonna execute that. I have the feeling that this guy doesn't even have how many cards we both got. I have a feeling he doesn't actually run a weapon in his deck. But regardless, I'm just gonna continue to armor up here. And you, sir, are gonna have to start doing some damage to me. We're gonna go back and forth here. It might have been like a better decision, I think, to trade, I suppose, and make it so Grom has more health. But might not have been, or more attack, I should say. Now he's finally trading. I like it. I like it. Now I really don't think this guy has a weapon in his deck. I really don't. I have the Wind Axe, but that's not going to help much. I also have Harrison. Well, do I even attack? It's gonna drop me down a bit, but I'm okay with that because then he's gonna have to trade some stuff and it'll be good. The goal here is Rag kills something that's actually worth killing. All right, that actually helps out a lot. Now he has to trade the 4-1, or he could trade all 3 of his weenies, but Rag is still gonna be there. So if he can clear the board, he can do 3 knights into Grom and then send his 2 big guys up. I guess he can do it in any order he wants. This order actually makes sense because he can actually get 1 person left on the board. Now play a true... I was really hoping for like a true silver champion there. Really hoping for a true silver champion. Well, now I can't put out a minion, which I'm okay with that. I kill her with the axe, executor. Beautiful. That belongs in a museum. He has 11 cards left in his deck, plus 2 in his hand, but I really think if he had a weapon, he would have played it by now. You know, most Paladins run a true silver champion. Maybe he doesn't in this deck, and if he does, he's waiting a really long time to use it, and I think I'm going to have a bigger benefit. N'Zoth! Summon all the death rattle people that you had earlier. That's horrifying. I don't even know that was a card. That's terrifying. How much damage do you have on the board? He has 16, 17. He has 18 damage on the board, which is not enough to stop me. So we're just going to do this. What can I even do here? What I can do? Oh my gosh. If I can draw, next turn, how many cards do I have? I have 9. If I can draw Malkarak, put him out there, get the free weapon, and if that weapon does at least 4 damage, it'll be GG. Oh, that'd be so good. That'd be so nice if that were the case. But we might lose if not, because whatever this guy is, it's an old god, I know that. N'Zoth the Corruptor. That card really hurt here because it gave him Sylvanas back. Then again, Corrupted Healbot, if I could kill that somehow, would be nice. But right now, I need Malkarak, and I need the... that's a bash. That's not quite what I wanted, man. It does give me armor. Oh, wait, bash is kind of what I wanted. So we do that to your face there, which gives me armor, and then I armor up even more. You have 1 health left, sir. If I could draw it, what could I possibly... Do I have another bash left? I don't know if I used both of mine. That might have been only the first. I think I've used both my fiery war axes. Either way, this has been a good game, but I basically need to top deck something really good here. He has a full board too. He can't put anything else out, but he has lethal on board now. Come on, something. Top deck lethal. How dare you question? How dare you question the Kor'kron Elite? How dare you guys question them? This deck's been a lot of fun. I really enjoy using it. Again, I'm not the best player. I'm actually pretty terrible, but I'm in the top 25% of ranked play this season, which isn't that great. You know, rank 14, I'm happy with it. And yeah, I got 431 wins. And yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it. Looking at the timer here, I think we're going to end off the episode there because I don't want this to be too long. But yeah, it's been a bit of fun. This is the deck once again. Malkarak, we didn't really get to see too much of him. We did get Grom in there. You did get Ysera. We got basically everyone involved. The Fierce Monkeys, I don't think we actually played a Fierce Monkey in either one of those games. Spellbreaker did come in handy a bit. This is the entirety of the deck. If you guys want to check it out, feel free to do it, but you're going to need a lot of these cards and stuff like that to even be able to try it. Now, the other idea I have, we can just make like a whole new deck for this. Now, I'm not going to make the entire deck here in the video, I don't suppose. But yeah, idea I have is more of like an aggro-heavy warrior, and the reason why I think it might be able to work is for I guess for a couple reasons. A couple fiery war axes, right? 2 taskmasters. I like armor smiths in general. They're just like some of my faves. We might actually want to put whirlwinds in here. I want blood to Icar in there for sure. Definitely 2 executes, because what would a warrior deck be without execute? We might put some whirlwinds in there. I'm not entirely sure yet. Where is that one card? Ravaging Ghoul. I like this card a lot. 3 for 3. Deal 1 damage to all their minions as it comes out. Get a couple Frothing Berserkers in there. Maybe even grab these guys here. Grab a couple Patrons. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure if that would actually work out well or not, but it may. A couple of Slams. Maybe throw those in there. Get a couple of Bashes in there as well. Basically, kind of like, I like Axeflinger, but part of me just knows it's not that good of a card, but I like it at the same time. Like a couple of Kor'kron Elites, maybe a couple Axeflingers. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. I don't know if I would actually run this or if this deck would actually be successful or not. But just something along the idea of a like an aggro heavy warrior. I think I'm gonna experiment with that. Try it out in casual, see how it works, maybe take it into ranked. I don't know, but right now I really like this warrior deck that I put together. So hope you guys all enjoyed the video. If you did, drop me a rating. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.